Me again. So I'm here to bring another hair tip to educate us on our hair. Now, I just want to say that natural hair, is our birth right or natural right. We're born with how what type of hair. I know people go around saying it's my choice to be this and my choice to be that, and correct, you have a choice to wear your hair the way you were born or to alter it in whatever way you see fit, whether it's color, whether it's just straighten it, whatever it is, you have the right to do so. Now just remember that all these things come with damaging. Changing your hair texture or the way it's originally was does cause damage. I don't care how you slice it. Permed hair is damaged hair. Colored hair, it's damaged hair. You try your best to make it look silky, shiny. You can mask the strand, coat it, whatever. Just know anytime you alter something from its original format, you are damaging it. Now there's temporarily way of straightening your hair, changing it, but when you put a chemical to change it, molecular structure, all this other stuff, anything you do scientifically, you learn that if you alter or change anything from its original position or whatever, it has been damaged. It has been changed. It's no longer, so in other words, it's no longer in its natural state. Okay? It's like you can take an apple and you go ahead and put it in the fire and you cook it down. It's now no longer that apple. Whether it's good to eat in a different form, now you're gonna sugar it up. You're gonna do all kind of thing to make it taste good, because nobody's gonna just sit down and chew apples. I mean, I know I'm not, but so you've changed it from its natural form, right? Anyway, on this note, I want to cover what's the difference between breakage and shedding. For us African Americans, I'm gonna have to say, and it's not just us alone that hair shed. Every single person, every single ethnicity, race, whatever, people, whatever, God's creation, our hair sheds because it's natural. Even our animals, they shed. So it's not necessarily to say, oh, we're African Americans, but I'm specifically mentioning us because we do a lot of protective styling and we put our hair away. So when we put our hair, sometimes we put it away for months, or whether it's 1 month, it's your hair grows, ever so often, so, and it sheds. So you're going to notice shedding, and I want you to understand that shedding should be long pieces of hair. That's shedding. Now, there are some issues if you have clumping, where your head is shedding, your hair is shedding in large quantities. Now you have, you take your hair out of a braided style, weave, whatever it is that you use to put your hair away without, so that you're not manipulating your hair, will cause for a large amount of time that hair shedding still happens. So when you comb it out, you will see a large amount of shedding. That's normal for us that do our protective styling. You will see that. Now, if you see patches and balding, your hair coming out from the root, now that's a medical condition. It could be alopecia, And also they have different types of alopecia. It could be, sometimes it be the stress that we put on our hair and the chemicals that are, people don't realize that the braided hair have a lot of chemicals in it. And probably I'll come back to talk about how to make sure that you get those chemicals out of that braided hair before you put it in your hair. Not alone is it touching your face and it's in your skin and you're breathing in all the fumes from it. Because remember, we're wearing this hair, we're sleeping with it, we're going in and out of different temperatures, different environments, and you don't know the gas and the steam that's coming out from the chemical that's already put on this hair to make it feel silky, rough, look like us to our hair and stuff like that. One day, I digress for a minute. One day we will appreciate our hair, because when you realize the amount of stuff that people are doing just for us, our hair, you will kind of sit back and just appreciate that, you know. But anywho, yeah, I just want to interject that. So a lot of things can cause hair, your hair to shed. I'm going to use shedding in large numbers. And sometimes it could be immune deficiency, and this could be treated just by you changing your diet, drinking more water, taking more vitamins, eating more healthier foods, not so much fried food, whatever. I know I want to talk, stuff. Just being intentional about what it is, taking care of your body and stuff like that can help. Staying away from even stress. As much as it could cause breakage, it can cause shedding as well, hand in hand. And so, with that, I would say seek a medical help if it's, when you see something that looks really beyond your control. It's really beyond just, the normal whatever, that you may just want to go and check a dermatologist and see. I don't remember the name exactly if it's different, but just to let them check your scalp. There might be a name for it, and it escaped to me, or really I don't know if it's different, but I definitely know that, to seek some professional help if you see that that's happening. And like I said, also I mentioned stress. Stress can cause you to even gain weight as much as it would also cause you to lose hair out of your head, because your stress just releases so many different hormones and so many things that could confuse your system, and that also can cause a large amount of shedding. So I want to say to you that shedding is normal depending on the quantity and the situation. So if you have, say you are washing your hair every 2 weeks, right? And of course, we're low manipulation, and you wash your hair and you comb it out, and you do your regular methods that you have chosen, is lock method, LCO, LOC, whatever method that you're using to moisturize your hair, and you're doing that on a regimen, and you will see, okay, you would have shedding. It will be there, but it's not going to be in large quantities, because you're constantly, you're moisturizing and doing whatever. So that's fine, but you will still have shedding. But I'm telling you, low manipulation is great, but you will have shedding. And I'm gonna just say to you, I make my natural products, but I will never tell you that my products is going to grow your hair. I will not. It will help you in the growth of your hair by helping you to moisturize and to retain moisture. But no one can claim growth, because it comes from the scalp. Now there are people, that's why I said medically there may be things that can be done to treat an area, but even those that have alopecia, there's nothing that can be done to put the hair back on your head. So this is why nobody can claim hair growth. Like that follicle, once that follicle is gone and destroyed, you can't. There's nothing. Okay, but you can, once it's there, the follicle is there. You can use things to help moisturize, to put back nutrients in your hair follicles and cause them to repair and grow. Now that I can attest and agree to. Once you have the right products, it's not full with more chemicals and stuff like that. So that's shedding. Now I want to cover breakage. Now breakage is when you see your hair coming out, you're combing your hair, or you're just doing like this and your hair is just coming out in small pieces. Now the cause for breakage could be not moisturizing your ends properly. Also, split, which causes split ends, and split end is our main culprit for breakage. Dry, parched hair is gonna split. It's dry, and it's just like anything. If anything is dried and it starts to crack, like your skin. The skin is dry, it's gonna crack, and that's the same thing with your hair. Now there's the debate: is your hair alive or dead or whatever? My thing is, it's growing out of my scalp, and it has the ability to be changed. You understand? So not necessarily with chemical. I'm talking about it responds to water, it responds to moistures and different things in the air. My hair would, if it's, well, not this hair, but my natural hair will soup up if I'm in a moisture rich environment. My hair responds. So I beg to differ, and I'm not a scientist, but I beg to differ. I'm sure if you take the hair out of your head and you lay it on the ground, it's dead. But that hair that's connected to my scalp, it's alive. If it's responding to things, it's alive. Okay, it's responding. It's not sitting on my head saying, "Oh, this is the way you put me." I blow dry and I stretch my hair and I put the gel in it, trying to keep it from altering. But the minute you go out into the humidity, it morphs or it does what it. So it's responding. If you feel different or if you have scientific data, I'm not above education, but this is how I feel. Okay, I feel like my hair is alive. Okay, and I feel like those breakage on the ends are dead hair. The hair has died on the ends. The same way, the shedding is the dead hairs that are falling out. They're no longer alive, so they're falling out. Okay, so this is what I want you to understand. Don't start freaking out because you see shedding, you put your hair away, and people are on here like, this is the amount of hair I got out my hair, and this is listen. Okay, it's normal for what we're doing to our hair, and you are not losing hair, or your hair is not less, or worse off than when you put it in there. It's growing because it's coming out your scalp. Now let's work on maintenance. Our goal is maintain our hair, and that is moisture, that is water spritz. My sister went to school for as a hairdresser. She got her license and everything. And currently, she has a few clients that come in that wants scalp treatment, and she does the whole scalp treatment. And I had just one client that comes in, and she will not go anywhere else. And we're talking right at the house with the chair. She comes, and she trusted, put her hair in our hands. When I say our, because she's my products, the shampoo, the conditioners, and the butters and oils is what's being used, and along with my sister's training and methods, we did the big chop, and now her hair it's thriving. So it is not impossible as long as care is taken. Get in there, be intentional about your scalp treatment, your root. Just make sure you're taking care of here and up here. This the scalp. We wear the wigs. I'm sorry, I will not sleep with my wig. I don't care how nice it's secured. Okay? I need my scalp to breathe, and I need to get in there, and I will clean and do whatever is necessary, detox, all that stuff, to keep my hair clean. My scalp, I should say, clean, and all that stuff. So my thing is, at the end of the day, this is hanging off of my scalp. Well, technically, with my hair, it's hanging off of my scalp. The most important thing to maintain this hair and to keep it going is scalp health. And it's important that this bad boy breathes. And I want to reference also, like, your nails. Your nail grows, right? Mine have a particular way that it just start cracking on the side. So if I put like a gel coating on it, okay, it grows. But what I find that because the nail is not breathing, whether it's long or short, some people, it is what it is. If you once you put that coat in your hair, it's gonna grow. This nail will grow. But the minute I take this covering off of it, it will feel weak and it will crack, because even though my nail will grow to a certain point all by itself, it still feels strong because it's breathing. All the nutrients it's able to do whatever it needs to. But the minute I cover it up, it's not going to stop it from growing, but it won't be as healthy. So the same thing with our scalp. We throw these wigs on, and some of us want to slay it to the whatever, and because it looks so good, we're going as natural as possible, losing our edges, and then we're refusing to take the hair off, and we wonder why we don't have healthy growing hair. And listen, it's not, oh, your genes make your hair grow long. No, it's care. It's care. It's sometimes changing our habits, So yeah, I just wanna stop by to talk and to mention that, because I have talked to so many people. I know some people are coming and they're concerned about their hair, and this was a topic that came up. And so how do I know that my hair is healthy if I'm seeing shedding? Every time when I comb my hair is shedding. And especially too, we're in the winter months. The winter is harsh on our skin. It's harsh on our hair. And people, please, it's not specific to us. It's all ethnic background. Every hair sheds. I remember, and let me hurry up quickly before I get too much. I remember a couple years back, I used to work in a clothing store when I was just coming out of between college, whatever. And I worked with a Caucasian young lady, and she used to be like, "Could you do my hair, or whatever?" The thing is, I the same struggle I had to go through. My hair is the same one she had. That hair didn't just like so easy because it looks straight. It still was tangling and it still needed to be properly combed. So come off the misconception that because it's straight, it's better or easier to manage. It gets tangled, it's knotted, it's that hair needs moisture too. So yes, just know shedding is normal if it's in if it's not um you know in large quantity. It's healthy for your hair to shed in a normal pace, normal way. You know, it's okay. Sometimes you think it's normal to shed. Breakage, okay, that is a problem, and that could be you have to be intentional about moisture and shedding. Also, you if it's like I said, if it's too much, you want to make sure your scalp health is okay, and start to treat your scalp. Be intentional about your scalp. We're focusing on the ends, great, but most important, focus on your scalp health. And there's a lot of different little remedies and little things that you can do to do that. So yes, there was something else I wanted to say, and it just kind of slipped my mind concerning it. So, but yeah, if I remember, I will probably try to add it on concerning the scalp. But I don't want to just sit here and let it just keep thinking about. Oh, I'm so sorry, they just slipped my thoughts. I'm so mad about that. But yeah, thank you.